Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos state government rescues over 700 mentally challenged others in 1 year. Senate seeks stoppage of funds to local government caretaker committees. On the foreign scene, Ukrainian president halts international events as Russian troops push into northeastern region. And in sport, Premier League clubs to vote on scrapping video assistant referees. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State government has rescued a total of 753 mentally challenged, destitute and beggars across the state in the last 1 year. Also, the government, through the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, received 1,115 applications for adoptions, out of which 995 are local and 54 international. Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogulende, who reeled out the activities of the ministry the last 1 year, also stated that a total of 90 men and 35 women involved in drug abuse and addictive substance were admitted into the state's rehabilitation and vocational training centers in Ajah and Isheri. The ministry empowered 39,564 adolescents in basic life skills training, 46,922 in life planning counseling services, 551 in leadership and advocacy skills, while 544 benefited from livelihood skills.
During the first term of Mr. Governor, the theme's developmental agenda was the hallmark of the administration's policy. While the policy greatly succeeded in moving the state forward as the fifth largest economy in Africa, Mr. Governor, in his desire to leave no one behind, the theme's agenda was expanded to the theme's plus, with the plus focusing on social inclusion, gender equality, and youth. The Youth Development Department is saddled with the responsibility of providing an environment for the engagement, empowerment, and development of young persons between the ages of 15 to 35 years. With the support of Mr. Governor, the department has implemented activities both locally and internationally to ensure that our youth are able to compete globally.
Ogunlede said the Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs is in the process of disbursing the sum of 100,000 naira each to 250 people with disabilities to cushion the effect of the current economic situation on them. Our correspondent, Adiola Kindele, reports that the commissioner hinted that the ministry, in collaboration with the State Resident Registration Agency, LASTRA, is currently working on a youth database to provide robust information on youth populace with a view to guiding the state in policy making and adequate planning for them in line with Themes Plus agenda. The Lagos State government has been able to sustain and maintain religious harmony in the state through constant engagement and establishment of Nigeria Interreligious Council, NIREC. Commissioner for Home Affairs, Ibrahim Layode, gave this hint at the ministerial press briefing at Alausa to commemorate the first anniversary of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's second term in office. Layode also noted that with the establishment of the Lagos State Muslim and Christian Pilgrims Welfare Boards, Hajj operations and pilgrimages to Jerusalem, orders have remained seamless. The commissioner said in the last 1 year, the ministry received awards for the most disciplined state during the Hajj exercise and another for good conduct for pilgrims from Africa, non-Arab countries for exemplary behavior and cooperation with the service provided in Muna and Arafah.
Due to the cosmopolitan nature of Lagos, the state adopted the day to promote religious tolerance and develop the accommodative mindset of individuals. To commemorate the day, religious leaders, scholars, and professionals alike are invited to discuss choosing topic issues that border on tolerance. The list of the participants cut across students, youth, religious organizations, and other people, etc.
Laode said the ministry in 2003 airlifted 310 pilgrims to the Kingdom of Jordan and Israel and received a total of 274 new applications from money lender operatives, while 400 were renewed. The commissioner added that the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration donated 50 million naira and operational vehicles for the support of widows of departed soldiers during the celebration of the Armed Forces Remembrance Day. Our correspondent Adiola Kindele reports that the ministry during the Lent and Ramadan period also distributed 100,000 food packs as a means of showing kindness to public servants observing the fast in the state. Lagos State government has advised potential real estate investors to always check the registration portal of its Real Estate Regulatory Authority, LASERA, via its website, lasera.lagosstate.gov.ng, for the list of registered individuals and organizations before committing to any real estate business transactions in Lagos. Special advisor to the Lagos State Governor on Housing, Barakat Odunuga Bakare, gave this advice at the 2024 ministerial press briefing held at Pagoda Council Press Center, Alausa Ikeja. Responding to the growing concerns raised over unregistered real estate practitioners and the proliferation of imposters, Odunuga Bakare emphasized the importance of due diligence, especially in areas where new estate and construction works are ongoing. She also underscored the effectiveness of LASERA's regulatory measures, noting that the agency's database currently boasts 925 registered individuals and organizations, with an additional 2,550 practitioners in the process of enrollment. Now to the rest of the stories. The Senate has urged the federal government to stop further allocation of funds to caretaker committee-led local government councils nationwide. This followed the adoption of a motion by Senator Suleiman Kawan at the plenary with an urgent call on the president to resuscitate local government system in Nigeria. Moving the motion, Kawu said the dream of achieving the objectives of the local government system encountered harsh realities. The lawmaker also expressed worry that some governors played a crucial role in frustrating local government of autonomy in Nigeria through constitutional alteration processes. In his remarks, the Deputy Senate President, Jibrin Barral, who presided over plenary, said the motion was apt and in tandem with the zeal of all senators to bring sanity to bear in the local government system. Media practitioners have been urged to combat stigma against women's health, promote diversity, ensure accuracy and balance in their reportage. The Technical Advisor Program, Center for Communication and Social Impact, CCSI, Oluyemi Aboduri, made a call in Lagos during a one-day training organized for journalists on media advocacy for women's health in collaboration with Pathfinders International. Aboduri tasked the journalists to explore and operationalize available data by putting a human angle to figures, especially on women's health, to raise awareness about their challenges. According to him, initiating women's health-related topical issues through investigative journalism, fair and balanced reporting would help to hold people in power accountable. Also speaking, a senior program advisor, Pathfinder International, Sakina Bello, emphasized on the role the media advocacy plays in actualizing the project, while also expressing hopes for a better maternal and newborn health policy, as well as funding for healthier women. In her presentation, Reproductive Health Coordinator in the Lagos State Ministry of Health, Victoria Omoaka, said the state government has put in place some laws and policies to protect women's health. Omoaka listed the policies to include Lagos Health Scheme Self-Policy, Safe Motherhood Strategies, Blood Transfusion, Health Financing Policy, and Mental Health. Now to foreign news. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has cancelled all international events scheduled for the coming days as Russian troops push into the northeastern Kharkiv region. It came days after Ukraine's top military general warned fighting had significantly worsened in Kharkiv as Russia claimed to have captured 4 further villages as it expanded its surprise cross-border offensive. More than 2 years into Russia's invasion of Ukraine, President Zelensky has fought to keep attention on Kyiv military efforts to deter advances from Moscow by strengthening ties with allies. Now sports. Premier League clubs will vote on whether to scrap video assistant referees (VAR) from next season at their annual general meeting next month. Wolves have formally submitted a resolution to the Premier League which would trigger a vote when the 20-member clubs meet in Harrogate on 6th June. The club said VAR was introduced in good faith but has led to numerous unintended negative consequences that are damaging the relationship between fans and football. VAR was introduced in 2019 to help support on-field officials with key match decisions, but there have been a number of controversial incidents involving the technology this season. The Lagos State government has announced the passing of Deputy Chief of Staff to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Mr. Gboyega Sonyawo. Mr. Sonyawo, aged 55, died today after a brief illness. In a statement signed by the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, Governor Sanwo-Olu, on behalf of the government and people of Lagos, sent his condolences to the Sonyawo family. The governor said he has lost a brother and a servant to the people. A minute silence was held in his respect during the Executive Council meeting. The late Gboyega Sonyawo is survived by a wife and 2 children. And that's our news, but just before we go, please do not drive beyond specified speed limits. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration engaged independent managers for the management of the Lagos theatres? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has rescued a total of 753 mentally challenged, destitute and beggars across the state in the last 1 year. The Senate has urged the federal government to stop further allocation of funds to caretaker committee-led local government councils nationwide. We also told you that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has cancelled all international events scheduled for the coming days as Russian troops push into the northeastern Kharkiv region. And in sports, Premier League clubs will vote on whether to scrap video assistant referees (VAR) from next season at their annual general meeting next month. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Aderayo Idowu-Olaiya. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.